Hello everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Model Builder International with me, Kenny Conklin. Just getting in from a 12-hour shift and like 3 hours of driving back and forth to work. So it's been a fun day, and there goes Simba bumping into the tripod just to make things shaky for all of you out there. Not much going on with the Kazon. Got a lot of work at regular work, which interferes with our building time, which is not fair. I need to hit Powerball already. This way I can quit work and make videos all the time. You wouldn't want to see that anyhow. Once in a while videos are alright. Anyway, let's go over and see what we got going on over here besides my light. And we'll flip this guy around so I can somewhat see. Not really much going on since the last time we made a video. Gotta hate catching a cold in the summertime. It just makes no sense at all. Anyway, what I did get accomplished is I got the wing halves together. I started puttying them up, sanding them down. I gotta get inside the grooves. If you can see, well, inside these little guys there's some lines, excuse me, I gotta take care of. But weird thing happened with this wing. I had it all sealed and clamped down, and there was one little gap in here. So I decided to go back in with the Tamiya thin cement, and when I did that, capillary action took over, it ran down, and the whole wing just opened up like a clam in a steam pot. No clue why. Asked a few people. They said this stuff is pretty aggressive, so it opens up seams. Now I'm going to try it again if I ever need a seam opened, and we'll see if it pops it open, which would be pretty cool. This way, if you made a mistake, you can go back in. I made a mistake, and you'll see that in a little while, but both halves are puttied. This wing is puttied. I gotta finish up this wing half, get the fibers in there. And I got wires all over the place because I'm doing things bass-ackwards as usual instead of, you know, really planning things out. But who has time to plan anything anymore? All right, let me get some light on here. So anyway, we got that, the halves done, some wiring, and I'll show you the lights in there. What I did mess up is I didn't really notice that I guess I really couldn't do anything about it. I didn't notice one light is ending up dimmer than the other. I'm assuming when I put it in there and I squashed it down, I moved something and it's not in place anymore. And I was just about to light it up before turning on my power and seeing what I had the power thing on, and I had it on 12, which means I would have blown out both lights because there's no resistors on them, and I would have been highly upset if I did that. So anyway, enough of me babbling about nothing at all. I got, yay, sealed up. And we got the little lights going on. Like I said before, there's the one in the middle. I made the one in the middle. I just got to toss it in there, and we got them. This guy's a little less bright than this guy here, and yeah, there's light leaks, but that's still got to get primered and painted. And what I like is it's too bright in here, and I don't have my son to go running around shutting the lights off. Is this actually has a nice glow in here. I don't know if it's supposed to be on the ship or not, but I think it looks pretty cool. So that's what's going on with that. I'm going to throw the last light in the middle tonight and get that going. Now this is where it was kind of a Jack Me Hoffer again, and instead of planning things out, I threw the two fibers for the wings on this side in there. Instead of thinking about, oh, you know, how are you going to get the LED on there? And, you know, we should have done that first, hooked it up to the LED, then put it in there, then sealed it, but learn from my mistakes. So what I'm doing is I am taking the heat shrink, putting the fiber in the heat shrink and shrinking it right to the LED itself. Now, I tried drilling holes in a couple and I didn't really do that well with it, so I figured I'd go the heat shrink wrap, not wrap, it is wrapped, but the heat shrink route. And thanks to Simon Merks for helping me out with that little gizmo right there. So with that on there, let me see if we can see. I don't think it's that bright, just on 3 volts, but if I can, oh, I'm off camera again as usual. I'm off camera. Hey look, there's the tip of a light. And there it is. Whee! A little light coming right through with the heat shrink on there. And what I'm gonna do, which I should have done these to begin with, because now it's gonna be a pain in the buttocks to get these things how I want them and heat shrinked up and all that stuff. As you can see, that doesn't fit in there very well. It slides backwards, and that's not gonna happen. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do here, and I hope you're able to see it. I notice I say things a lot 3 times. I don't know why. Could be a New York thing. Could just be me. But anyway, I'm sure you all seen videos with Steve, how he uses a lighter, lights up the end, catches on fire, and becomes like a bulb. Man, I wish I had a better camera. It's really hard to see. Okay, well, what I do, I still take the lighter. I haven't perfected the bulb method yet, but I watch the end of it, and if you go slow and you watch it, it actually, instead of bulbing it out, it kind of makes it flat on the end and more bulb towards the LED. So it's kind of flat there. It makes a nice little bulb on top, but not when Steve lights it on fire, it becomes whoosh, nice like a little light bulb. But what I like about this is, I gotta make it a little bigger, is for the parts that I'm putting it in, I wanted it recessed some. And make sure if you're gonna do this, leave yourself enough extra where if you mess it up, you can just cut the tip off and do it again, just like I did. See, what I messed up is I was showing you how to do it, and I wanted to show you. See, just take that sucker, bloop, off to the desk it goes somewhere. What I wanted to show you was that how it ends up flat and flush in there instead of the fiber optic falling through the hole that I made. So let's try this again with it in the proper positioning, because it's got to be in here anyhow, because this is going to be one of the lights. And oh, my battery's going to go. Hopefully wow, 8 minutes 43 seconds already. Anyway, be careful you don't melt your model. So you do this and watch it closely as it flares back and get it to the point where you want. And you can do a little and test it, do a little and test it, and make sure that it fits in there. Okay, see, that's still, it's not big enough because it's still pulling all the way through. So you want to make sure that the bulb end of this is big enough where you're not gonna have your fiber fall through and then you have your model all glued up and it pulls through and you're like, damn, now I gotta take it apart. Anyway, it's in there now and you really can't see it, but see, before it was pulling through, now it stops where I want it to stop. And if I can reach this sucker over here and light it up. Ew, it's not so bright. I should put a resistor on it so you can see, oh, you can see it. And there it is. And it's in place. I'm not holding, it's not pulling through. And then once you have it glued in between or set in between the wing or wherever you're going to have it set, it's going to stay in place and not go anywhere. So that's what's going on with that. Now, because I have it in there, I'm going to have to finish that sucker off. I'm going to have to really squeeze it in there. Thank God there's enough room in this little ship to do that. The desk is a mess. The desk is really a mess, but I have to clean this up because this Thursday my son and I are taking our annual road trip to Florida, Newport Richey, to go see Grandpa and Grandma for a few weeks. I guess we'll make a couple videos down there, probably not modeling. You'll get to see me and my brother Tommy put up a pool. This way where the kids have something to do, and then do some fishing and stuff like that. I think that's about it right now. I'm going to get to do a little more work on it tonight. I won't be able to make another video. Hopefully I can make one more before I leave, and hopefully there's a little more progress. I'm going to try to actually, because I pretty much in the other video showed you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try to get all the lights in and sealed up. This way you can see it with all the lights on and the engines and the lights, yeah. Oh, and on this guy, the last time I showed you with the light in here, and it was just flared out the whole thing, and it was like a super bright spotlight on here. I was playing with just my finger and cutting it in half, and well, as I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted by the memory card running out, that I was playing with the light, the side light for the I don't even know what I'm saying. The side light for the Kazon Torpedo. Uh-oh, my battery's running out now. But I'll do this real quick. As you can see, that's very bright, and that's because I don't have a resistor on it. But it lights up way too much, and what I was doing was playing with it and cutting down half of it, which I'm going to do. It's still too bright, but if you cut down half of it, it just goes right up the middle of the piece. And when it's lower, it looks a lot better. Anyway, before the battery runs out, and my son Kenny Jr. has showed up and he's watching us. Say hi, Kenny.
Hi.
And like I said, before we run out of tape, thank you all again for watching the videos, and hopefully we will get more of this done before I go and we get another video in and get this guy right here all sealed up, all the lights in, and show you all that and start making a base. Woohoo, in and out, Wayne's World, party time. Anyway, I got my little son dancing behind me. Gonna get something to eat because my wife said she was bringing home some food and she didn't bring home
I'm still hungry.
Nothing from Nanny's house.
I'm still hungry, and I'm fat, I'm telling you.
Alright, well, we'll take this off the tripod and we'll flip this sucker around, and oh, look at that. And there's the little guy. That's Kenny. Say hi to everybody. And I think we're gonna go out and get something to eat, even though it's late.
We're going out?
Yes.
Yay!
Before it gets too late, and then tomorrow is hockey day with the little guy, and when we come home, hopefully some more model building. See, I'm not looking at the lens, I was watching the thing, so I look all goofy. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for watching us. No, tell them thanks for watching.
Oh, thanks for watching.
Alright. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.